How do we do the segment without him? I mean, you talked to him about this? Could you?
Well, I just pretend that I'm Dan Burrell.
Wow.
What a cheap shot.
I don't know how we do this. This doesn't seem right.
I think this is going to be the greatest segment ever.
We're going to do the best we can. I mean, we have to try.
I got to. I mean, the problem is there's a slippery slope here.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't want to...
And we have Carl. Carl's contractually
Whose ox
obligated.
is going to be gored?
You know, and the thing is, I don't want to start an aneurysm with Gerbschmidt here.
Let me guess. Let me guess. You're in the camp that's in the minority.
That's exactly. Oh, wait a minute. Why would you arrive at that conclusion?
I always do.
Is Mr. Gerbschmidt on with us? Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Carl. How are you?
Who is this?
This is LaVelle E. Neal III, Star Tribune Twins beat writer. I'm filling in for Dan Burrell, and probably the biggest Chicago Bears fan in this area.
Why are you there?
Because I'm good at what I do, and I'm filling in for Dan because he needed a day off.
Hold on, I have to check something. Go talk. Do some talking.
It's not in your
contract.
It's not in your contract. We know it's not in your contract. We're happy for you.
What's that?
I heard that
Oh, it's you.
I heard your daughter cost Baraboo High the game for an excessive celebration penalty in the first round of the playoffs. Is that true?
You know, first of all, number one, no one player cost the team a game.
Oh, okay.
I read the story on Game Face. Yeah.
But here's the facts. Facts are that coach, I'm just saying that coach, he did not do a very good job this year.
No, really?
No, he is not using his people properly.
Okay.
I thought you said the coach was her uncle.
No, he's not my uncle. No.
That was a relative.
He's an idiot. Is what he is. He doesn't play all the players correctly. Doesn't put people in position to win like Coach McCarthy does.
And he's a sickie, I heard too.
No, he's not a sickie.
Oh.
We checked on that. But I'll tell you right now, I want him to resign.
Oh, you do?
I'm asking for him to resign and get out of the way.
To re-sign? Did you say you want him to re-sign?
No, I want him out.
Oh, resign.
He's a loser. Team was terrible this year because of him.
Didn't you just move to Baraboo? You don't really have that much pull already, do you?
Oh, and your kid's one of the better. I don't know if you know how youth sports work. You probably don't have a lot of experience with it. But when you got one of the better players, you call the shots, buddy. That's how it works. When you got one of the good players, you're the one who gets to say who coaches.
I don't think that's right.
That's not how it works, Carl. The way it works is that
maybe it doesn't work there. That's how it.
No, if you have one of the best players, and if you donate enough money to the school's alumni association,
public school.
Well, still, if you still buy some footballs or help fix the goalpost once in a while, then maybe you have some.
Yeah,
pull.
then maybe you'd have a little bit of pull.
Okay, well, we'll see who's got pull, who doesn't got pull next year, and who's coaching the team.
Did you see the story on ESPN the other day? The guy, the last name is Sills or whatever. He's committed to USC, although he's like in the 8th grade or something. And his father's in construction and built the high school football stadium.
Isn't that funny?
There's a shock.
Now, let me ask.
That's how things work in this.
Let me ask you guys. Will there be a search committee in Baraboo? I mean,
we have to get rid of the guy first.
Oh, we have to get rid of him first.
He's not very bright.
Will you hire that firm out of Florida? Did the Gophers hire the firm out of Florida? Some out-of-state firm to help us.
Yeah, I think you're right.
$90,000 to help. Does Baraboo have that kind of a budget where they can put that kind of money together for a search committee?
I think a good coach would want to coach these kids, at least one of them.
Hey, Carl, I got a damn fine coach for you. He's available, and I think he would return Baraboo Nation to prominence.
Huh?
His name's Tim Brewster.
No, he's a loser.
How do you know?
We want to shoot higher than that. He's probably fine for Minnesota.
He was a great high school football coach, from what we understand.
I don't think he's good at anything.
Oh.
No, I think I was thinking about this. This guy is just so Barrera doesn't show up because he's afraid to talk to me, huh?
Yeah. Well, no, he is.
He's afraid, huh?
Yeah. You know what? The timing is very unusual, to say the least.
Funny. What happened this week? We won.
Jordan's here. I made it.
Okay, I thought we were talking about the start of the show.
I looked for you at the South parking lot last week.
Yeah, you weren't there. You didn't show up.
I was there. I looked for both you and Randy.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, where were you? He was looking for you.
Nobody saw you.
You saw my posse that was with me.
Yeah, he was looking for you.
Yeah, he was. Well, I'm not hard to find. For goodness sake, we got 4 RVs all together. We got a giant tailgate party. We're not hard to find. My brother Randy goes about $4 bills.
Was yours the RV with the vomit by the back bumper? Was that yours?
What, before or after the game?
Before.
No.
After?
I don't know.
Maybe.
You say something's wrong? Can you have a couple something to drink?
I hear
That's
that
the problem with you people in Minnesota. You just don't know how to enjoy yourself.
I hear your RV is a win a half in the bag-o. You like that? I just made that up just now.
Does people actually pay money to listen to you?
Flop, Sweat, and Tears tour will be continuing in about 2 weeks. I'll set aside a table for you if you want.
I think I'd rather take knitting needles to my eyes.
Oh, my.
Oh.
I got my contract yet. I don't have to do this.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
I have to be on to talk to Dan.
But don't you want to do it, though?
It's in my contract.
Don't you
have to talk
Don't you feel liberated to be able to talk to me instead?
Curly Neal, whatever your name is.
Oh, wow. Wow.
You were 2-1 last week, Carl. You might want to keep the momentum
You're the
going.
one that sounds like a little ferret on the radio. You know that.
What's that?
You say you're the one that sounds like a little ferret on the radio.
What on the radio?
A ferret.
Ferret.
What do you think I said?
I didn't know. I couldn't tell. What does a ferret sound like on the radio?
Now, what does a ferret sound like on the radio?
Sounds like a Gerbschmidt.
Are you guys not in a rating period now? Or something like that, where you're not worried about it, you just let everybody on?
Probably should get to the games. Good cheap shot, though.
Yeah, that's really good.
So, Jordan, next time you want to bring it, you bring it. But as far as I know, you are too chicken to bring it.
Are you coming to the Dome in November?
Depends. We actually we have a line on some tickets, so I might come down.
All right. Hey,
You'll never see us coming.
It'll be great.
I'm not too worried about it. You could come all the way up and sneak up behind me with it wouldn't matter.
Hey, it'll be great to see the second and third best teams in the North Division square off here in the Dome here in a few weeks.
Well, the Bears are coming to town?
Sorry, sir. But last time I checked, who won that game between the Bears and the Packers?
Packers won, but the league gave it to the Bears.
Excuse me?
Packers won, but the league gave it to the Bears.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yes, it happened.
You know what? There's no asterisk next to the game. You know, John Mikowski owns the only asterisk in the rule book, you know.
What is that?
Oh, the instant replay game, when he clearly crossed the line of scrimmage before he threw the touchdown pass.
No, it was a good call.
Oh, come on.
First of all, number one, there was no replay. Okay?
That's the problem. The instant replay showed that he was wrong.
Do you remember that play at the beginning of the season when what's my wide receiver's name?
Johnson.
Charles Johnson caught that touchdown in the corner, and the Bears got a gift on that?
The referees interpreted the rule book correctly.
What are you talking about?
Put it this way. This is how it's going to work. When the Lions beat Washington this weekend and Green Bay lose it to the Jets and the Vikings lose to the Patriots, the standings will be as follows. 4-3 Bears, 4-4 Packers, 2-5 Vikings, 2-5 Lions. Lions will only be 2 games behind in the loss column to the Bears, and guess what? We get Green Bay, Minnesota, and Chicago at Pontiac, my boy. The roar has been restored.
The pouch of ouch, right? The pouch of ouch, is that what they call the GM Ford Center?
You know what?
I call it the GM Center.
You know what? Just continue to talk amongst yourselves about the Packers and the Bears and the Vikings, and just continue to ignore the lines. The roar can be ignored no longer.
Hey, Carl, I just want to point out one thing. When your team commits 18 penalties in a game, you really don't deserve the win, and that's what they did against the Bears.
They're not penalties.
Oh, come on.
No, it's not.
You know, there are penalties that should have been called against the
They're all penalties, so they're not. You
have to admit it. Your coach runs a renegade program.
The first well-officiated game the Packers played in was this last one.
Your coach runs a renegade program. You led the league in penalties last year. You were second the year before. You were fourth the year before that. All the Packers do is commit penalties and shoot themselves in the foot.
Do you let your...
the league says they do, but they don't.
The game where the NFL said that they got it wrong on the Shanko touchdown was...
Now they do. Of course they do, because they publicly want to say that because they hate the Packers.
That was the best officiated game all year for the...
Clearly, it was obviously the best officiated game, although there's parts that were really bad.
Do you let your daughter watch the show Glee?
Yeah, why?
Okay, just wondering.
Do you let your daughter watch Packers games?
Of course.
All right, so
it's required to watch Packer games.
Okay, so she has probably a more realistic idea of how good her team is than her dad.
This is where
I think she does. She thinks we're going to win the rest of the game.
This is where Barrero usually interjects with, well, we probably should get to the game.
Yeah, we got some games to pick. LaVelle, why don't you review the standings? Do you have them in front of you?
All right, standings are...
I want to talk about the ultimate football standings.
Nah, this is the prediction segment, Carl.
We'll start from the bottom to the top. At the bottom, 8-12-1. Gerby, probably where the Packers are finishing the division this year. Third, Gardsey. Oh, actually, it's a tie for last.
It's a tie for first
Gardsey
and a tie for
Gerby.
last.
Common 9-11-1, and Dan Barrero 9-11-1. Wow, it's tight.
And you get to do his picks this week.
And so Barrero's hold on first place is up to me.
Yes, exactly.
So he actually gets to pick the games, or Guerrero